This is insane. The NFL officially just confirmed it. They hate the Ravens and they hate Lamar Jackson. And the results of the MVP race show us just that. What is going on, everyone? My name is Sam Stewart here on Ravens Digest. Hope everyone is doing well today. Welcome to this brand new YouTube channel we've got here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. How often do you get to be one of the first 100 subscribers on a brand new YouTube channel? I'm very excited to take this journey covering the Ravens with y'all. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some off-season updates and everything you need to know in season as well. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Why does the NFL hate the Ravens? Why do they hate Lamar Jackson? We need to look at some of the narratives that are being created to justify this crazy decision to give Josh Allen the MVP over Lamar Jackson. So right off the bat, let's go ahead and look at these stats, y'all. As we can see, Josh Allen clearly didn't win because he had better stats. Lamar is superior in these categories, and he was also superior in the amount of interceptions he threw. He only had 4 this year after people had complained that he had turnover problems and couldn't keep a hold of the ball. So he improved statistically. He makes an historic improvement statistically for his career. But yet he's not given the MVP because of stats. Now, I found a great tweet by Paul Feller on X that reads, if stats are most important, Lamar Jackson is the MVP. If wins are most important, Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. If feeling bad that someone has never won an MVP award before is most important, Josh Allen is the MVP. And that's just it. It's about a narrative. Josh Allen is going to be a Hall of Fame player. He is a Hall of Fame player, going to be in the Hall one day. But here's the thing. You have to give someone who's that good the MVP at least once, and Lamar's already won it. So what this award really is about is not really the stats, but something else. And we're going to get to that. And I want to pull up some quotes here from this great article from Kevin Eck on Ravens.com, where some of the pundits were talking about the things that were going to be in play because of how this MVP was given to Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson. So let's go ahead and look at those now. This is from Ebony Bird's Matt Sidney. The argument is that Allen did more with less than Lamar, but how is that quantified? At the end of the day, Allen plays with 52 other NFL caliber players, the same amount as Lamar. Just say you got bored with Jackson winning and wanted a fresh face. The reality, voter fatigue probably played a role. And this is the truth. Like we said before, it's a narrative that has to be filled if someone is going to make the Hall of Fame. And then this is from The Ringer's Lindsey Jones. Splitting my ballot was my way of acknowledging that Jackson played quarterback better than anyone this season, while Allen was the defining and, yes, most valuable football character of the regular season. When I think back on the 2024 regular season, it was Allen whose best plays led the highlight reel. His passing turned receiving touchdown against San Francisco in the snow. His 4th down touchdown run against Kansas City that helped Buffalo hand the Chiefs their only meaningful loss of the season, and his rollout deep dart to Keon Coleman in a December shootout against Detroit. And Jones makes a great point here. It's about a most valuable narrative, a most valuable character, rather than a most valuable player. We see Josh Allen was leading the highlights this year. And then there's one other thing that we really have to talk about when it comes to the kind of statistic side of things, comparing the two and this narrative that we're talking about as well. Let's go ahead and look at that. And this comes from John McClain. It has a great point. That's amazing. The AP panel voted Jackson first team All-Pro over Allen, but voted Allen MVP over Jackson. Does that make sense? And my answer is no. So here's the thing. This has only happened 3 times. Josh Allen obviously winning over Lamar, who was above him in the All-Pro team. Steve McNair winning it over Peyton Manning, and John Elway winning it over Joe Montana. So this is a very rare occurrence. And how can someone be higher on the All-Pro team but not be as valuable? And one of the reasons that people have been giving for this is this man right here. That's right, I'm talking about Derrick Henry. People are saying that he was the reason that Josh Allen should win the MVP, that he did not have a quality running back like Lamar had, an MVP level running back. Well, let me break something down for you. Obviously, we see the stats on the screen here. And his rushing yards compared to the last season he played in Tennessee are up 800 yards when he played for the Ravens. His average yards per carry up 1.7. and his touchdowns up 4 from when he played with the Titans. So let's think about this. What is the narrative that is really being given to us here? Well, one could say that Derrick Henry does make Lamar better, but the other thing is Lamar made Derrick Henry better. Derrick Henry, an already MVP level running back, comes to a new team and improves on an already stellar career, improves from his last season in Tennessee. This is a guy who's already a dynamic player. You're telling me he becomes more dynamic? So how does that argument work? Well, I actually think it favors Lamar if we're talking about Derrick Henry, because here's the thing. Most valuable player, it's not most valuable narrative. It's not most valuable character in the season, but rather it is the most valuable player award, and the most valuable player makes the players around them better. And Derrick Henry became better when he played with Lamar. So if we don't have the statistics point of view for why Josh Allen should be better, if we don't have the narrative point of view, well, perhaps we do have the narrative point of view, but we don't have the head-to-head matchup in which the Ravens crushed the Bills 35-10. Then what do we really have? And I think I go back to Jones's comments. It's a great quote from The Ringer because it really shows that this award has become something that is character-driven, narrative-driven, instead of statistics-driven or even helping out teammates. Because if that was the case, you look at Derrick Henry and say, yes, Lamar definitely earns the MVP. So there's something going on here. There's a narrative that it's true that if one looks at it, the NFL kind of does. Not kind of, they do hate the Ravens and hate Lamar. And we'll have to see how this MVP affects the way that stats are compared with narrative moving forward. Because if it goes back to statistics, then we can really see that they hate Lamar. But I'm really excited to start with y'all on this channel. Like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to be part of this. I'm really excited to go on this journey with y'all, and I hope to see you next video.